children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So today from our science subject, we will be going to discuss some previous state and national level Olympiad exam question papers. Okay children, and the topic is like human body and health. Yes, it's about level 1 question and answers, and the first question here is the figure given below shows food substances. Which of the following vitamins is present in the given substances? See children, here you have got a picture and you have got some things. What are they? You have got sun, that is we receive sun rays, and you have got milk, eggs, no, and all this. So what do we get from these objects, that is this food substances and also the sun rays? Which vitamins? Okay, is it vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin K, or vitamin C? And the answer is vitamin D. Okay children, it is vitamin D, that is B option is the correct answer. Now to the second question, which of the following types of food is called energy giving food? Which of the following types of food is called energy giving food? Energy giving food are what children? They are the carbohydrates, no, which support the body functions, which support our body functions, like will stand, will walk, will do so many works, so which are going to support all our body functions. Okay, so what is that? Whether it is A, rice, B, oranges, C, fish, or D, carrot? And the answer is A children, it is rice. Okay, now we'll move on to the third question. Which of the food items shown in the given picture are called protective foods? It is about protective foods. We are having 4 columns here, P, Q, R and S, and we have got some food substances in each of the column. No, so we have to find out that which column has got protective foods. And what are protective foods children? So which are going to fight against developing the deficiency diseases. Okay, so that type of foods, and which are going to protect us from the diseases. Okay, deficiency diseases. So whether it is P, Q, R or S. And the answers are, like answer is yes. Now you can see all green leafy vegetables. No, that is yes. Okay, clear children? And this column, yes column. Now we'll go with the fourth question. Which of the following is or are rich in proteins? Rich in proteins. See, you have got first column, second and third objects. Like first is this one where you can see milk, eggs, meat, fish and all that. Second is like bread and some maize, wheat, rice, and the third one is you have got fruits. No, so which are going to have proteins? They are rich in proteins. Okay, what is the answer? Only one. Only one. That is, we have proteins more in egg, meat, milk, fish and all that. So A, that is only the first option is the correct one. The fourth question here, which of the following, okay, I'm sorry, I'm repeating it again. We'll move to the fifth one. Which of the following can occur due to the entry of germs through cut skin? See children, carefully listen to the question. Which of the following can occur due to the entry of germs through cut skin? So sometimes we have a cut skin, no, because of some wounds and all that, and germs are going to enter through that wound. Okay, so which disease is going to be occur because of that entry of germs, okay, through cut skin? Whether it is whooping cough, tetanus, jaundice or dysentery. What is it? So the answer is like tetanus. B option is the correct one. Clear children? Now, sixth question is, the best reason for including protein in a healthy diet is because it is the main source of dash. See, the best reason for including protein in a healthy diet. So, healthy diets, if we want to consume or eat healthy diet, we have to include proteins. We have to take proteins. Why? Because it is the main source of energy for the body, fiber for digestion, or raw material for cell growth and repair, or vitamins for fighting disease. Okay, children. So, and the answer here is C option. That is because this is the main source of raw material for cell growth and repair. The seventh question, Mrs. Kiran was on fast for the past 2 days, yet she is perfectly fine. Which of the following helped her to provide energy during these 2 days? See, children, here, Mrs. Kiran, she was on fasting, okay, and from past 2 days she was on fasting. She was on fast, okay, and even though she was on fast, in the fast is not taking food, okay, and even though she was on fast, she was perfectly fine. So, which of the following helped her to provide energy during her fast? So, whether A option, vitamins present in the body, B option, minerals present in the body, C option, fat stored in the body, or D option, fiber stored in the body. Okay, and the answer is C, that is fat stored in the body. Okay, children, so fats and oil, so which we are going to have in our diet, those are going to provide us energy. Okay, so because of this she was fine even though she was on fast. Clear, children? Match the following nutrients with their deficiency diseases. Okay, children, see, you are having nutrients, that is the vitamins, okay, and in this column you are having diseases, that is deficiency diseases. So we have to match the diseases following the nutrients. That is, suppose if we do not have this particular vitamins, so what type of disease is going to cause? Okay, so the first one, P, vitamin D. Vitamin D is for rickets. Okay, vitamin A is for night blindness. Okay, children, this is Q. And vitamin B, vitamin B is for beriberi. This is R. And vitamin C is for scurvy. Okay, that is yes. So how we have to match it now? P is for 2, P is for 2, Q is for 3, R is for 4, and S is for 1. So B is the correct answer. Clear, children? Now the ninth question. Ramu was not keeping well and often suffering from fever. The doctor found that Ramu was not using iodized salt in his meal, and the deficiency of iodine in his body led to the disease named. See, children, Ramu, he was not keeping well. He was sick and he was frequently suffering with fever. And the doctors, what did they find out? That he was not using iodized salt in his meal. Iodized salt. Okay. And because of this, so there was a deficiency of iodine in his body. Okay, and this caused him a disease which is named as, options are rickets, scurvy, goiter, and neurosis. And the answer is C, that is goiter. Clear, children? And the 10th question, lack of vitamin C in the food causes the disease. Lack of vitamin C in the food causes the disease. So what disease? Either it is scurvy, beriberi, diarrhea, or goiter. Okay, and the answer is scurvy. So vitamin C you have found this rich in citrus fruits. Okay, so you have to take them in good amount so that you will not get such type of diseases, that is scurvy. And 11th one, a deficiency disease that is common amongst people who eat polished rice is. Okay, a deficiency disease, see here, a deficiency disease that is common amongst the people who eat polished rice. So who take polished rice, so they get a deficiency disease, and which is very common, and what is that is known as either scurvy, rickets, beriberi, or night blindness. And the answer is beriberi. Okay children, clear? Now the 12th one, here you can see a food chart. The food items in level 1 are rich in. So here you have a food chart children, where there are so many levels 1 to 4, and we have to name the level 1 food items. Okay, they are rich in what? Either fats, carbohydrates, proteins and minerals. And what are the food substances here? Wheat, rice, cereals and bread. Okay children, so these are carbohydrates. C, that are energy giving foods. Okay children, clear? Answer is C option. The 13th question here, which of the following types of food should be consumed to reduce the risk of scurvy? Risk of scurvy. Okay, so which type of food should be consumed, should be taken to reduce the risk of scurvy, for not getting the disease which is named as scurvy? Like we said, no, vitamin C, we have to take vitamin C. And where do you get this vitamin C? Whether in rice, oranges, fish or carrot. And the answer is oranges. Okay, because as I said before, so you have to take citrus fruits. No, like vitamin C is much available in that particular fruits. Okay, and oranges are the answer. They are citrus fruits. 14th question children, which of the food items shown in the given picture are called energy giving food? So here you are again having 4 columns, P, Q, R and S. So which column shows the energy giving food? Okay, so let us see whether P, Q, R or S. So energy giving foods are what children? Like as we said, like bread, milk, no, rice, all this. So maize and all this. So you have all this in P and Q. P and Q. So A is the correct answer. Clear? Now which food item has protein, fat and minerals? Which food item has protein, fat and minerals? Okay, this is and children. So either milk, fruits, rice or sugar. So answer is milk. So that is why we ask everyone to have milk every day, because it has protein, it has fat and minerals. 16th question, healthy digestion includes, healthy digestion in the sense which is easy to digest and it is also healthy. What does it include? Having meals at proper time, swallowing food without chewing, not overeating. Not overeating. So healthy digestion children. So having meals at proper time is the correct option. Swallowing food without chewing. If you swallow food without chewing, will it be digested? No. So this is the wrong statement. No. And the third one, not overeating. This is also correct. So we should not overeat. If you overeat, again it becomes very difficult for the stomach to get it digested. So what are our answers then? 1 and 3. No, 1 and 3. So that is why C is the correct option. Clear children? Now the 17th question. Arun has the following in his breakfast, like orange juice, cheese and jam. His breakfast does not constitute a balanced diet because it lacks. See children, Arun has orange, he has juice, he has cheese and he has jam. Okay, so for his breakfast, even though he has all these, it does not constitute a balanced diet. It is not a balanced diet because it lacks. Lacks in the sense it does not have what? Either carbohydrates and proteins and fats, vitamins and minerals, or fibers and proteins. So what is the answer children? Like vitamins and minerals, C1, because he is not having milk here. No, so vitamins and minerals. So that is why this is not a balanced diet. 18th question. Which of the followings are good eating habits? Good eating habits like taking a lot of fiber food, avoiding taking too much sugar, taking a lot of vitamins and minerals. So what according to us will be the good eating habits children? All the three. Okay, all the three. So we have to take a lot of fiber food, we have to avoid too much of sugar, and we have to take lot of vitamins and minerals. Okay children, so all the three. So that is why D option is the correct one. 1, 2 and 3. So hope you also practice this eating habit, good eating habit. 19th question. Which of the following are required in the diet of a person for avoiding rickets? For avoiding rickets. Again, rickets is also one deficiency disease children. So what we have, what nutrition values we have to take to avoid rickets? Either we have to take iodine, vitamin C, vitamin D or vitamin B. And the answer is vitamin D. Okay, so where you get plenty of vitamin D from the sun rays. No, so that is why we ask everybody to have expose your body, no, at least for few minutes in the morning sun, so that you will get adequate vitamin D. Okay. 20th question. Which of the following is a good source of roughage? Good source of roughage. Either milk, honey, corn or eggs. Okay children, it is corn. See, no, you have a good source of roughage here. 21st question. I protect the brain. I am made up of bones which are first firmly together to form a shell-like structure. What am I? What am I? See, so this part is going to protect the brain and it's made up of bones which are fuzzy and which are fused firmly together to form a shell-like structure. What is it? Either skull, rib cage, spine or sternum. Yes, the answer is skull, because skull protects the brain. Now children, yes. 22nd question. Look at the given diagram carefully. Which are the organs that the above given bones protect? Okay, see here. So this is the diagram. What is this diagram children? It is the rib cage actually. Okay. So what are the organs that the above given bones protect? Okay. So what organs are being protected by these bones, whether stomach, lungs, liver or heart? And the answer is lungs and heart. So that is 2 and 4. And where do you have this? In the D option. D is the correct answer. Clear children? Okay. Yes. Now the 23rd question. Look at the picture given below carefully. Which joints Meena using to move her head? Okay. So which joints is Meena using to move her head? See here. Like Meena, she is moving her head here. So we have to name the joints which are used to move the head. Whether pivot, hinge joint, sliding or ball and socket. So answer is pivot joints. Okay children, and what about this hinge joint? So they can have only front and backward movements here, and sliding are like where we have on wrist and ankle. Okay, and ball and socket, so where you have on our shoulders and hip. So that is why A is the correct option. 24th question. Which of the following parts of the human body has involuntary muscles? Involuntary muscles, in the sense the muscles are independent, okay, and they are not affected by the other muscles, okay, by or other nerve activities. So they are independent muscles, okay. What are they? Are they legs, arms, neck and intestine. What are they? So the answer is intestine. The answer is intestine. Okay children, so they are involuntary muscles. 25th question. Look at the classification table below carefully. Like joint X and Y. Okay, so X and Y are the joints. These what do X and Y represent? That is elbow joint or knee. Under X you have got elbow and knee. Under Y you have got shoulder and pelvis. Okay, what do X joints and Y joints represent? Okay, options are like X is pivot joint and Y is hinge joint. So this is wrong. Okay children, this is wrong. And B option is X is hinge joint and Y is ball and socket joint. Yes or no? X is hinge joint. Now what do we learnt about hinge joint? That it can move to front and backward directions. So where you have it on our elbow and knee. So that is why, and even Y also, if you see, like ball and socket joint. So where you have it on shoulder and pelvis. No. So that is why B is the correct option. Clear children? And the other two are also wrong options. Now 27th question. In what ways are the thigh muscles and arm muscles similar? In what ways are the thigh muscles and arm muscles similar? Are same. First option is they create movement by contracting and relaxing. Actually they create, create movement by contracting and relaxing. Second one is they work in pairs. Third one is they are attached to the bones. Okay, they are attached to the bones. So in this question, all the three options are correct. 1, 2 and 3. Where you have it in the D option, that they thigh and arm muscles, both they create movement by contracting and relaxing. They work in pairs and they are attached to the bones. 28th question. Look at the model of an arm that Ravi made. What does this model demonstrate? Okay, so this is a model of an arm which Ravi made. Okay, so these two. And what does this model demonstrate? So you can see two directions of the movement, no, in this model. So the first is muscles in the arm work in pairs. The arm is made of bone and muscles, and the arm can bend and straighten. So what can you observe by this picture children? This arm is bending and this is straight. No. So the answer is like the arm can bend and straighten. So third one. No, third one. And also second is like the arm is made of bone. The arm is made of bone and muscles. This is also correct. And the first one is muscles in the arm work in pairs. Muscles in the arm work in pairs. See here, they work in pairs. So that is why even the first also is the correct. So D, that is 1, 2 and 3. is the correct option. Clear, children? D option is the correct answer. Now we'll go with the 29th question, children, here. Which of the following organs require muscles to help it function properly? Okay, so what is this picture? It is heart. This is stomach. These are what? Intestines. No. These are intestines. So which of the following organs require muscles to help it function properly? Which organ requires muscles to help it function properly, to make a proper function? Okay, only 2 and 3. A option is only 2 and 3. Okay, if you say this is the first organ, this is the second organ, and this is the third organ. So only 2 and 3, that is only stomach and intestine. B is only 1 and 2, only heart and stomach. C is only 1 and 3, only heart and intestines. D is only 1, 2 and 3, that is all 3. Okay, so and the option is the third one, that is all 3. All 3. Okay, all 3 organs require muscles to help it function properly. Clear, children? And the last question for today's session, look at the list below. Collarbone, rib cage, kneecap and backbone. To which body system do the bones in the list belong to? Okay, to which body system do the bones in the list belong to? So like all these bones, to which body system do they belong? Whether to skeletal, circulatory, digestive or muscular? And the answer is skeletal. Okay, children. So skeletal system has got collarbone, rib cage, kneecap and backbone. So A is the correct answer. Clear, children? Okay. So that's all for today. So hope you are clear with all these question and answers. So we'll be continuing in tomorrow's session, children. Until then, take care and goodbye. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.